Alright. It is March 2017. It is the end of March 2017. You know what would be a great video to make end of March 2017? My 2016 book jar video. That's a great video that you could make in... As some of you may know, as some of you may not know, I have a tradition wherein each year I fill up a book jar with sticky notes full of what I've read that year. And last year I made a video explaining what I had read over 2015, and I had planned to make a video early this year explaining what I had read in 2016, just to look back on and for the sake of tradition. So let's pretend that I'm not abysmally late making this, and let's pretend you actually give a shit what I read in 2016 and get on with this video. Cool. Also, disclaimer, not all of these books are my favorite. Not all of these books are my least favorite. Some of them I really liked, some of them I didn't like at all whatsoever. So keep that in mind when watching this video, because if I went into detail what I thought of every single book I read, this video would be very long. Book number 1. The first book I read in 2016 was Antigone by Sophocles, and that was the first time that I read it. I mean, technically it's a play, but we're just gonna set that aside. And we're gonna call it a book for the sake of this video. Book number 2 is We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, and that was the first time I had read that book as well. Book number 3 was A Wild Sheep Chase by Haruki Murakami, which was also a new book. Book number 4 was Winter by Marissa Meyer, which was also a new book. Book number 5 was Angels in America Part 1 by Tony Kushner, which is also a play, but book. It's... book. That was also the first time that I had read that book. Book number 6 is Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince by J.K. Rowling, which I had already read multiple times. Book number 7 was Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows by J.K. Rowling, which I had also read multiple times. Book number 8 was The Strange Library by Haruki Murakami, which was new. Book number 9 was Attack on Titan Volume 17 by Hajime Isayama. I'm so sorry, I butcher that name every single time, and I had not read that yet. Book number 10 was Finding Audrey by Sophie Kinsella, which I read for the first time then. Books 11, 12, and 13 were The Name of the Star, The Madness Underneath, and The Shadow Cabinet by Maureen Johnson, all of which I had already read multiple times. Book number 14 was Homestuck, which is also technically not a book. However, I'm including it because Homestuck finally finished last year. It's been going for a long ass time, and it's a long ass webcomic, and it means a lot to me. I was very emotional when Homestuck finished, so Homestuck was book number 14. Book number 15 was The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald, which I had already read. Book number 16 was Graffiti by Savannah Brown, which I hadn't read yet. Book number 17 was The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger, which I also hadn't read yet. Book number 18 was Attack on Titan Volume 18 by Hajime Isayama, I'm so sorry, which I hadn't read yet. Book number 19 was Me, Earl and the Dying Girl by Jesse Andrews, which I also hadn't read yet. Book number 20 was Carry On by Rainbow Rowell, which I hadn't read yet. Book 21 was The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, which I have reread multiple times. Book 22 was Toxicology by Jessica Hagedorn? I'm so sorry. Which I hadn't read yet. Book number 23 was Harry Potter and the Cursed Child by J.K. Rowling, which I hadn't read yet. Book number 24 was Gloaming by Keaton Henson, which I hadn't read yet. Book 25 was Welcome to Night Vale by Jeffrey Craner and Joseph Fink, which I hadn't read yet. Book number 26 was The Removalists by David Williamson, which I had in fact read. Book 27 was Antigone by Sophocles again. Book 28 was Idiot Verse by Keaton Henson, which I had not read. Book 29 was Angels in America Part 1 by Tony Kushner, which I had read. And finally, book number 30 was Anchor Point by Alice Robinson, which I had not read. If you didn't watch last year's video, you will not know that I also set myself a goal this year, I think, to read 30 new books. I did not achieve that because I only read 30 books in general. I in fact read 20 new books, which I think isn't too bad because I was very busy with the HSC last year, so I didn't have a lot of time to read a lot of new books, unfortunately. However, this year I'm gonna set that same goal again, I guess, 30 books, 30 new books, because I haven't managed to reach that goal yet. And I have a lot of books that I really want to read, and I just need to actively pursue reading them. Let me know in the comments section, what were some of the books you read in 2016? What were your favorite books of 2016? What were your least favorite books of 2016? I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you whenever I see you with a new video. Bye!